right, homies. So we're back at it again. We got my 5.3 here. We're gonna rotate this thing and see how the bottom end looks. I think it's gonna be trash city, but hopefully not. We'll just rotate it over and check these guys. So like I said, this thing only knocked at like higher RPM. So I don't know exactly if it's good or not. I don't think it's good. I'm gonna expect the worst instead of have my hopes up. All right, so before I pull this off, before I check these these rod bearings, let me know what you think. Do you think the crankshaft is in good shape, or do you think it's in bad shape? So we're pulling off the rods, the rod ends. Ooh, not bad. Not bad for number one. This is rod bearing number one. There's a little bit of pitting in there, but nothing crazy. You guys can see that? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There. Not bad. I mean, not the greatest, but for being drifted on, not bad at all. But the crank is in such good shape. This one's a little chewed, but not terrible. But like, this bearing is trash for sure, but the crank is still in good shape. Ooh, man. This one's in bad shape. The engine is K'd, mama.
Is it?
Yeah. So let's show them the damage. Now, everything here looks okay, right? All of my pistons, everything moves freely. But there's some rings that were, some bearings that were really bad.
Okay.
Not this guy. Let's see. A couple of them are like really, really small in diameter. Mm-hmm. So anyway, let me rotate this around. So I have a bit of scarring, which I figured as much. And I wonder why it took so long, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh, wow.
So, all right. So you guys see this one? Now we'll get nice and close for you guys. There's all kinds of scoring. There's a lip on it. But the big deal is when I turn it over, you can see the lip. You can see how far it indents. And pretty much that's where most of my bearing failure came from, was right in here. As for the block, everything seems good. I think the crank bearings are good, but we're gonna pull those off anyway. And then pistons, ring lands, everything looks really good here. As you guys could tell, like there was no, other than this one a little bit, but there was no piston slap or, you know, anything like that. Which I'm assuming this happened when you know, I spun the initial bearing. But yeah, some of these look really, really bad. See that? That's not a good bearing.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's all shiny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this one's the bad one.
Yeah.
Look. Craziness, right? So yeah, so next order of business for this 5.3, we got to go to the junkyard. We're gonna get another stock crank, and yeah, we'll swap the cranks. We just got to make sure it's from a pre-2004, and there'll be a direct swap. So this whole engine, full rebuilt engine here, just gonna be a stock rebuild, but it's gonna be new crank bearings and new rod bearings, but pretty much stock. I'm gonna go ahead and hone the cylinders as well. All right, guys, next issue I gotta face is on the Z. When I started up, the very first time I started it up, it would idle really good, and then out of nowhere it started tripping on me. Really, really high idle, and you know, whenever I kind of blipped the throttle, it would raise up real quick. So I was trying to look over my tune files to see if there's anything in there that would kind of indicate maybe it's a tune issue, or maybe it reverted back to factory, but I'm not really sure. The only change that I really made on the setup, and it's not even a big change, was I just put a new coolant temp sensor in, and kind of after that it was tripping out on me. So I emailed my tuner to see, Shane at JNS, so he's gonna pretty much let me know what I have to do in HP Tuners to go ahead and correct the issue. For now though, we're not going to be driving the Z for a little bit until that issue gets resolved. I just want to make sure everything is good and clear. I don't want to be running it lean or running it rich, whatever, and having any sort of issues there. Once again, back to driving the GTO pretty consistently for the next couple days, and just got to be careful because yeah, because the cops don't like me. So just to put it bluntly, that's just how it is here and where I'm at. So just got to keep it careful, keep it chill. But other than that, that's the main thing that we're dealing with. So maybe we'll get on it tonight and go have some fun, and we'll see what's up. Now, as for the 5.3, I am gonna go get a crank for it. I'll probably just pick up a junkyard one. We'll inspect it at the junkyard, and hopefully it's not as bad as this guy. This definitely has a lip on it, like more so to the inside of the crank here. And all the other journals look pretty good, but that one's really, really bad. So yeah, no good. So we're gonna toss this guy out and go get a new one. All right, guys, check this out. Look at my RPMs. There's no way my engine revved up that high. I don't know what is going on, but it's tripping. It's hella tripping. I never revved it that high ever. Look, there's no way I could rev to 14,000 RPM. So I honestly feel like something is going on with my ECU, and you know, my short term, long term, and you know, my right and left banks aren't reading correctly here. Hold on, let me highlight those. Yeah, see that? And then I'd get a hanging idle. So it's really, really crazy. I don't understand what is really going on, but the values on everything seem very, very skewed. So hopefully I didn't like brick the ECU or something to where it works enough to keep the car running, but it's not properly doing its job. And this is why you go Holley system, because with the Holley system you don't have to deal with old ECUs. You kind of set the parameters. It's all brand new stuff, new harness, digital dash, pretty much everything I've been preaching. I just didn't do it in the first time because I did a budget build on this thing. But now I think I have several issues going on. Number one, my math is probably no good. Number two, my map is probably not reading correctly. Number three, I believe my IAC and the TPS is not reading correctly, and you know, you name it. This pretty much shows everything. Like, it ramps up into timing all crazy too. All right, so everything is pretty good. All of them, look, they're all been firing. Ignore my baseball glove. My other gloves are real greasy. They're all at 35 thousandths for gap, but they all look pretty good. Like, they're all firing. No real concern. So I don't know. My buddy Eric did ask me if I checked all the grounds. So just in case, I went through and checked the grounds again. Grounds are all tight. So I don't really know. So maybe it's sitting overnight might fix itself. Who knows? But I guess we're gonna have to go Holley system next.